Hello, all my fantastic friends, and welcome to a awesome program that I have for you all at home to join me in. Today's program is Vampirina at the Beach. Now, I am hoping that you all at home that signed up for this program or are joining us along just for the fun of it know who Vampirina is and love her just as much as I do. I think she is terrific, and I am so excited to be sharing this program with you. So what I have planned is a spooky story time where we will be reading Vampirina at the Beach. And then, because this program was designed as a grab and go for the South Huntington Public Library, we're going to go through some of the crafts that are in your box and have a snack at the end. So if you are ready to surf on down to the beach with me and learn about Vampirina and her friends, take a seat, get comfortable, and put your listening ears on because we are going to get started with Vampirina at the Beach. Vampirina at the Beach. Written by Countess Anne Marie Pace. When the summer moon is full, a beach trip is an epic way to spend the night. Kick off the evening by helping to unpack the car. You'll want a cooler full of yummy drinks and snacks to slave off the hunger. Don't forget the sunscreen. Stake out your home base with a colorful beach blanket and an umbrella. Near a lifeguard stand is best. There's a lot to do at the beach, but you've got all night for fun. Just pick anything and dive right in. In the ocean, always stay with a buddy. Or two. And only swim where the lifeguards can see you. Playing in the waves can be a lot of fun. Hop over low waves and dive through the high ones, but never turn your back to the sea. When the waves are breaking just right, give surfing a whirl. Practice your best ballet posture. Catch a wave, demi-plie, and ride, ride, ride. You'll quickly learn that wiping out is part of the game. As Madame always says, chin up. It's hard to be the best at something new. Learning to snorkel might be easier than learning to surf, but you still have to concentrate. Just remember to breathe through your mouth and not through your nose. Once you're feeling comfortable in the water, you'll discover all the hidden treasures of the ocean. How many hidden treasures do you see in that picture? There's a lot. When you've had enough of the water, ask your fellow beachgoers if you can join their volleyball game. Remember that volleyball is like dancing. You must leap high, stay light on your toes, and always hit your mark. After the game, try your hand at a giant sandcastle. You'll need a big shovel and a bucket. And a pile of wet sand a bit of patience, and a lot of ingenuity. Just don't build too close to the water. If the sandcastle doesn't work out, don't worry. The night isn't over yet. Get stoked for a massive midnight dance contest. It doesn't matter if it's Swan Lake or the twist in the sand. Dancing with friends is fun that never stops, whether or not you come out on top. Finishing with grace is what makes you a real winner. As the night draws to an end, sit around a roaring fire, roast marshmallows and hot dogs, sing some old songs. And make plans for an encore. The end. That was Vampirina at the Beach, written by Countess Anne-Marie Pace. All right, so now that we are in a Vampirina mood, we are going to grab those grab-and-go bags that were provided by the library, and we are going to make some Vampirina crafts. So bring your creativity to the table, and let's get started. So the first craft that we are going to make today is inspired by Vampirina, and we're going to make our very own headband. Now what you're going to need is the outline provided in your grab-and-go bag. You're also going to want to grab some either glue or tape, whatever you prefer. You're also going to need some crayons, markers, or colored pencils, whatever your favorite thing to color it with is. And you're going to need a pair of scissors to cut out our headband. Once you have all of these supplies assembled, you are ready to begin making your headband. Now the first step is going to be cutting out the two support systems of our headband. So these are those two lines that are at the bottom. Taking your scissors, either you or your grown-up, are going to very carefully cut out along the first black line at the bottom of the page. This is going to be one side of our headband. Once you've cut out that, you're going to do the same exact thing with the other side of the headband. So you're just going to cut along that straight black line and have it complete. Once the two sides of your headbands are cut out, you're going to set them to the side and you're going to cut out along the outline of the Vampirina headband. This is going to be the top of our headband. So again, be careful. If you need a grown-up's help, please feel free to ask them and cut out the shape of Vampirina's head. You're just going to follow the black line and cut it out. Once you have the shape of the headband all cut out, what you're going to do is you're going to tape one side together using one of the strips of paper that you cut out. So this you can use tape or glue, whatever you prefer. I would recommend tape. That's because you don't have to wait for it to dry, so it sticks faster and quicker. You're going to make it as big or as small as you want on both sides, so make sure it is something to your liking. And, play around with it, see what you like best. This is what I did. I decided to make it a little bit longer because I have a bigger head. And then once one side is taped down, you are going to do the same thing on the other side. And this is going to be the two sides of our headband once they're done. Once you have both sides super secure, if you use glue, please give it some time to dry. You are now going to connect the two sides of your headband to create a circle shape. Now this, you may want a sibling's help or your grown-up's help to measure the size of your head because you want it to fit snugly on there. So you're going to take it, pretend these crayons are my head, I'm just showing you how a headband fits. You're going to make sure that it measures around it and that it sits on your head. Everybody's is going to be a different size. So take your time, definitely ask for help, and make it so that this headband is the perfect fit for you. Once you have the band closed, you can now take more tape if you find that some pieces are sticking out that you don't like. If you do like them sticking out, leave them. It's entirely up to you. It's whatever you want your headband to look like. I wanted a nice smooth circle, so I just typed those flyaways down. So now once we have the shape of our headband, it is time to decorate it however you want. You can make it colorful, you can make it look exactly like Vampirina's hair. Whatever you want to do, there's no right or wrong way to color your headband. It's yours, it's whatever you want it to look at like. So make it as colorful and as fun and as creative as you are. Once your headband is complete, it is ready to be worn. So you are done with this first craft and it's time to move on to our second one. For our second craft, we're going to make a bat topper for our straw that we're going to use later on when it's snack time. So what I want you to find is the crazy straw that was included in your grab and go bag, as well as that little bat cutout that you see on the screen. You're also going to want to grab some crayons, markers, colored pencils, whatever you prefer using to decorate your bat. And then there's really no rules. You're going to make it look however you want. So I'm going to start by putting my initial on it, which is an L, so that I know that it's my bat, and then color it from there. So feel free to make it as fun and crazy and as batty as you want. Enjoy! Once it's all complete and colored and decorated to your liking, you're going to take your straw and you're going to put your bat on it. So you're going to start by taking that bottom loop and you're going to loop it on your straw, and then you're going to have your top loop meet it on top just as much. And now you can move your bat to look however you want. You can scrunch it up so that he looks like he's mid-flight. You can leave him flat, however you want your batty straw to look. And for our final craft, we are going to make our very own Vampire at the Beach magnet. So included in your grab and go kit was everything that you need to make this vampire magnet. Now you can either follow my directions on the screen, you can follow the instructions in the bag, or you can go totally wild and make your vampire look however you want. There are a few styles, so you're going to make it, if you're doing it with the directions, based on the one that you have. So I'm going to follow the ones for the one I have. So in your bag also is a loose magnet. You're going to need that too. So I'm going to start by building my vampire from the top down. All the pieces included in this kit are self-adhesive, so either you, or if you're having a little bit of trouble, maybe ask your grown-up that's around, are going to peel the backing off of each foam piece. And then once all of that is off, you're now going to stick it to the base of your vampire. So like I said, you can put it wherever you want. I'm going to put his eyes where the eyes belong, just because I want him to look like a vampire, but you can make it crazy. It's totally up to you. And if you need to, take your time lining it up. I wanted mine to be perfect, so I started with his snorkel, and then I kind of pushed it over from there. And once the piece aligned where I wanted it to be, I kind of really smushed it down there so that the whole thing would totally stick to that foam backing. But again, this is just how I'm doing it. You could do it however you want, but here you see me patting it down. Then I'm going to put on my vampire swim trunks, because what vampire swims without swim trunks? I don't know. So we're going to get him all dressed for the beach and the occasion. So once again, you're going to peel off that backing and stick it down to the vampire, either where it belongs or where you want it to go. Feel free to do whatever you want. And then this is the last piece for my vampire. We're going to give him a nice tube. So once again, this piece is self-adhesive, so I'm going to peel it off very carefully and then stick it to where it belongs. And my vampire is looking like he's ready to go swimming in the ocean. So make sure it lines up before you push it down. You can finagle with it a little bit, but once it's stuck, it's usually pretty stuck. So make sure that you know what you're doing before you really put that sticker on there. And then once all the pieces are in place, we are going to just put the magnet on the back of him. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip your vampire over and put that on the table. And you're going to find that white foam piece that was in the bag, and you're going to find the magnet that was in your grab and go bag. And you're going to start off by peeling one side of the white paper and sticking it onto the back of your vampire, however you want, wherever it fits. My first try did not fit, so we're going to do the second try. I'm going to put it up more where there's a wider space. And then once I have that secure, I'm going to peel off the other white piece that's on that white foam thing to make it a sticker on that side. And now I can stick my magnet on. And then once I have the magnet on there, he should be good to go. So I'm going to take that and we're going to put it on and then see how my little vampire looks. So by now, we've heard a story, we've done some crafts. I'm hoping that you've worked up an appetite because I have one more thing to show you all at home, and that is how you make a Vampirina dark inspired drink. All right, so now that our crafts are done, how are we all feeling? Are we maybe a little hungry and ready for a snack? Oh, great. I was hoping that you would say yes because I have a Vampirina themed treat for you all at home that I'm so excited for you to eat. So again, we're going to grab some of the supplies that are in our grab and go bags and we're going to make a sweet treat for you to enjoy. So in order to make our Vampirina themed snack, we are going to need some of the stuff that was in our grab and go bag. So what you're going to want to grab is that clear plastic cup that was included. You're going to want to grab your purple Kool-Aid grape juice. We're going to need that little can of pineapple juice. And you're going to need your handful of Starbursts. Now, we are going to make something that is super sweet, so if you don't like things that are too fruity or juicy, you can dilute this mixture with water as we go along, but the idea is to make something fun and purple and pink, just like Vampirina likes. So we're going to start this off by opening up our Kool-Aid. So either you or a grown-up that you have around are going to take a scissor, and you're just going to cut the top of the juice box. Once you have a nice little opening, you are going to pour some of your juice into your cup. And you could do it about halfway. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your pineapple juice and pop it open. And you're going to fill it the rest of the way in your cup. Now to make it super sweet, we're going to take our Starbursts and we're going to put them at the bottom because why not? Now you're going to let these Starbursts sit in here for about 5 minutes so that all the flavor can come out of them. So you can put in as many or as little as you want, or if you don't want to put in any and you just want to eat the Starburst, that's totally fine too. It's up to you and whatever you want to do. But I'm going to put in 3. So you're going to set that aside and you're going to let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we're going to take those Starbursts out. After 5 minutes is up, you're going to take a fork or a spoon and you're going to take those Starbursts out of there. Now it's up to you. You can either eat them or put them to the side, whatever you prefer. If you like super cold drinks, especially on a hot summer day, you're going to add some ice and then take your batty straw and enjoy. Also in your grab and go kit, because no sweet drink is complete, we've included a package of Chips Ahoy cookies for you to enjoy now that you've worked up a terrific appetite making all your Vampirina crafts. On behalf of the South Huntington Public Library, I would just like to thank you all for joining me for today's Vampirina at the Beach. I hope you had a super fun, awesome time joining me and you made some awesome crafts. If you want to share any of your crafts or snacks with me, I would be happy to see them. Please send me a picture or video or whatever you want to the email address below and let me know how it went. Once again, thank you all so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you soon at the library. Take care and have a batty day. Bye.